Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Fishing North Atlantic with me, Mako Box Gaming. Today, I'm going to be doing another tutorial mission trolling, but this time an intro to trolling with the first trawler that you should definitely go and buy, Dexter. It is the cheapest one, but there was a time back in the day that this didn't cost $5 million. I remember when I first played this on console, when it first released, I was spending 8, 9, $10 million on this. So the fact that they lowered it by half makes it a super amazing trawler to get into right away. As soon as you can afford it, if it takes getting a loan out to buy it as fast as you possibly can. I just want to to let you know that you're going to end up spending at least $700,000 in upgrades. Do not bother upgrading the quota until you've already maxed your quota out. No point in doing that unless you've hit it and plan on using it more. But definitely you're going to need at least 700,000 in upgrades. I will show you these upgrades right now. So you're going to want your storage to be maxed out, which will add another 80,000, which will allow you to get at least 2 full nets full onto the boat. So that's double the amount. You're going to want your engine maxed out to help with the extra weight. Your radar, you're going to want that. You don't really need it. I just do it because I like seeing that nice white one up there spinning around. 100%, you're going to want to spend your money on your autopilot. If you don't, you're going to be struggling to maintain your speeds. Fishing quota, again, you don't need. Sonar, you already come with it. Now this is what is cool about this boat. You can update the freezer. So to have 2 people stacking is what I always go with. Or with freezing, 2 people stacking, I have it set so that 3 people can do it. And gutting, I have it so 2 people. The reason why I did it like this is I have a crew of 4. And it allows me to, since this is going to be my first trawler, and I'm always going to use it with 4, even though it can have 7 people on board, I'm only going to use the 4 of them, and I'm going to swap them around and get them more proficient in those other skills ever so slightly, so that when I do finally upgrade to the Hermes, I'll be able to afford to, here, I'll show you. You'd go into your bar, or you go into your crew, and your training. So here, you see it says 3,000, but by the time you get all the way to the max, you've spent $250 million just in each 3,000, then 4,000, 5,000, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 10's constantly stacking on each other as you're leveling them up. But you want to get the characters from the crew house, or not the crew house, but for hire, at least the ones with the 1%. As the game goes on, they will get naturally better. But their stamina is trash for the amount of money and the percentage they want. Even though their skills are good, they get tired almost immediately. Sorry, I'm rambling. But without further ado, we are going to head on out there, and I will show you how easy it is to fill this boat and get back to shore and just make some serious quick money, which will help you to invest in just your next future trawler. So let's head on out. We are going to go after this cod down here, which is more than perfect. Should help us fill this boat very, very, very quickly, since cod is the most weighted fish in the game, outside of tuna and swordfish, but we cannot put tuna and swordfish on this boat. So we are going to be going with cod. Don't even have the bow thruster on. This back end's turning weird. Oh well. Use that bow thruster, turn us a little bit faster. Man, look at that lead. Big girl starting on up. Yep, we're definitely coming into some cod. This one I like with its little control area. I got a nice screen up above, and it's nice and big. It's not far away like it is on the lunar bow. And like it's like, I just take a half a step back and I'm like, worksy. This one's the greatest because the phone's here, and these are literally perfectly with the screen. So if you want to do a complete like first person without even going inside the screen, this is literally the control stick to use. You don't even have to take your eye off the screen. Let's get these lazy bums out on the deck. Right here in the middle. You good? Alright, let's do this. Is there not 4 of them right there? Are we set to haul right now? Oh, yep, we are currently set to haul. That makes sense. Look at that big ass blob right there. Let's see how quickly we fill this tiny nets on this thing. Especially with that glob right over there, we should be hitting it as soon as we hit our max depth of 109. Alright, you guys. Time to go and rest. You, my chef, need to go cook some food, just in case people need faster stamina recovery. I will see you guys in a little bit. Almost to our depth that we need to be at before we can start catching. Hopefully as soon as we hit it, we just see the net start filling up. Yep, there we go. Let's hold off right there. If you're looking to see progress consistently while trawling, this is the boat to do it. Since this net is so small, just getting into a set of 2s and 1s, you actually see that bar move relatively, like seriously, it moves. Rather than if you're in the lunar bow sitting at 1, it doesn't look like it's even going up. But with this, you can easily tell it is. It's a lot better for those with ADHD with the short attention span. Constantly seeing fish go in will probably keep the attention span up rather than them just sitting there being like, nothing's happening, or playing my phone. Won't lie, I've done that. Like, look how quickly this net fills up. Like, granted, this is cod, so cod does fill up quickly. But again, since this net is pretty much half the size, and there we go, that's a full net already. But since this net is half the size of that of the Hermes, is where when you get to 80% on the Hermes, I believe with cod, you can get up to, I think it's $250,000 pounds, like 250,000 pounds in one net setting. I believe with this at full, we'll probably get about 110, 120, especially with this being cod. But yeah, that was like less than 3 minutes, 4 minutes going down, and that is already full and coming back up. Let's see how much we got there. So, a little bit off. We got 103,000 pounds, 800 from that. Let's see if that was all cod. Hopefully it was. No, it was not. So we got, okay, so nice mixed species, 39,000, 38, 26. Weird how on the radar or the sonar it shows nothing but cod, yet we're pulling up redfish. But I guess the redfish are all invisible. Somehow 30,000 pounds of redfish just don't appear on the scanner. Okay. But let's drop this back down. That's doing just fine. Let's do what we need to do. Get our synchronization with our doors. Not hit a huge pod coming in. It's okay. Start dropping ourselves down so we get in range. See what depth that one's at. It's off the corner of the screen. Assuming they're around 210. Let's hold off right there. Let's get these lines with some tension on it. Go. So at the rate it's filling up with these ones, or the fact that the rate is at 1, I feel like it's either haddock or redfish that are going into the net. Cod, we would have saw like the big bumps like we saw with 2. You can drop back down some more. And back in the zone. Yeah, we must be going through something that doesn't have weight. There we go, 3. Yeah, even with 3 it's still going up slow. So yeah, we're either in redfish or haddock. Chasing it down. Crew's gonna be so mad when in 5 minutes I tell them, hey, we're all good, let's tighten those up. Oh, they've knocked out a decent chunk of it so far. Oh yeah, so they've knocked out good quarter of it. Good for them. Hopefully they can get to half by the time I get to 80% and have the net up. 311. I think we're actually hitting it, or about to. Looks like it's blowing up. Yeah, it is. Okay, so we can just leave those right there. We should hit that big ball since it's blowing up like it is. Usually that's a sign that we're getting right on top of it, on top of it, on top of it, and then if the whole screen changes colors, usually you'll see that number go from 0 to like a high 7 or 8, like that. So let's see if that's what's going to happen here. Yeah, look at that. Look how slow it goes with 5. That's an even smaller weighted fish than, wow, that was so mediocre. Okay, we'll just bring the net up. Hopefully I'm bringing the net up, we'll fill the rest. Actually, don't want to fill the rest. We got 72,000 pounds. If we filled this net up to 80%, as we saw with the cod, haddock, and redfish combination, yeah, we're We're gonna lose some fish here. That's on me. Let's see, as we're going up, how long it says we're gonna be catching fish for. Oh, that stops. Okay. Yeah, this one's got a nice interior though. You can actually go down here. Nice. One thing I like about this one is I can actually go into this room and see these guys gunning, which is pretty cool. Even though I'm not actually seeing any fish on here, the animation of them doing it is pretty cool. And then we can come into this room where we got our trawl lines. Unfortunately, we can't go through right now while the trawling is active. We gotta wait until it's not active. And then the other dudes, even though we can't go in this door, this is the front part, or the bow. Yeah, so the bow part is where the freezing and the stacking takes place. When I swap them their positions, I'll zoom the camera out to the outside of the window, and you can see them enter in or exit out when I call them. So let's get our machine gunners first. This will give us time to see how they came from that forward direction right there. I caught it a little late, but they're definitely in the front of the ship where all of that storage is. There's no way they're in the back. Wish I could go in the front and see them freeze and stack. That would be really cool. You guys ready? One thing that terrifies me is seeing this giant steel cable just right here in front of my window. Like if I zoom out, we look, that thing is just right there in front of the window. I don't even know what pulley it's going into. It's just going. That would terrify me. Yeah, 26,000 pounds of fish lost. That is absolutely terrible. I'm sorry, economy. I did not mean to do that. I got careless. So we'll put these guys back to where they need to go. Now that that's done, we don't need to be sitting here anymore. Go back to our big main captain's seat. Now we have this beautiful thing in front of us. Makes it much easier to see. So now that that's all done, let's move all the dudes who are proficient at stacking. 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 Oh, they're out there a ways. Okay, we're good. It says that they're all done with their stacking. Yep. He's got all the food prepped for the next time we go out. And now that that is done, to save time, we'll just fast travel right here into Lockport. 2 hours, 4 minutes. Nice sunset. Or sunrise, my bad. Let's see what we made. So, again, I have my port reputation that gave 80 grand. But for the most part, we came out top with... How much did it say naturally, was it? 775 is our net outcome. That's still not bad, though. That's a really nice... So we made all of the money. If we would have bought this boat, got a loan, and put all the upgrades into it, this first catch would have paid for all of our upgrades back. So imagine getting 700 to 800,000. If you can get a whole boat full of just cod, as you can see, that was the majority of our revenue right there. It was cod. If you can somehow go out and find a beautiful just cod zone where it's nothing but cod and pull out 180,000 pounds of cod, you're probably looking at $1 million or close to it. If you can do that, we should have been able to achieve that with the school that we were on top of, but as you saw, even though it showed on the sonar that there was only cod down there, apparently schools of redfish and haddock were also present as well. But that was my intro into showing you how awesome the Dexter can be and how easy it is to make money with it. This thing will literally help you murder the ocean if you weren't already pillaging the ocean and destroying fish habitats. Net fishing, this is basically the even bigger version of that. Just take it easy. Make sure that when you do trawling, you trawl for, let's say, maybe a week straight, day in, day out, and then you let the game, then you skip ahead maybe 2 weeks, and then go ahead. Give the fish a little bit, even though that's not really going to help them assure their numbers, but at least take the pressure off, because in a week of fishing with this boat, you can easily pull in $5-6 million in this game. So, thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like if you liked, comments, and subscribe. I am trying to hit 10 subscribers by the end of this month. If I can achieve that goal, that would be amazing. But on that bombshell, or whatever, thank you for watching, and have a nice day. Bye-bye.